Pokemon Brilliant Stars is becoming the new Evolving Skies. Prices of sealed product and cards are going up everywhere we look. Hey everyone, how's it going? That is right, Pokemon Brilliant Stars is matching Evolving Skies with these sealed products going up higher and higher and higher as time goes on until there is a reprint. Is there going to be a reprint coming? We don't know yet. It is still quite a new set. Don't forget, Brilliant Stars got released earlier on this year. It's got a ton of time for reprints to arrive, but the sealed product prices are going up in value, and we're going to be taking a look at TCG Player to look at the single cards, and we're going to be taking a look at the sealed product. We're also going to be taking a look over on eBay for here in the UK of what's really been going on. So let's go and take a look. All right, TCG Player, that is right. Brilliant Stars booster box. I'm not even joking. Basically $160 a box. This is getting crazy. Now, we've already seen Evolving Skies basically reach $200, but Brilliant Stars $160. This is getting ridiculous. Now, you know, it is getting absolutely ridiculous right now, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, if this doesn't get reprinted anytime soon, like before the end of this year, then we could be seeing this booster box reach maybe like 180, which is actually quite crazy, and it has jumped quite a bit recently. But if we take a look at the chart, guys, it has been climbing like a beast. Okay, we go back 6 months, and it did peak at around $147, but it did get a slight reprint. Not a huge wave, but it did get a some, and it did affect the price. It dropped it around that 130 to 135 mark, but since then, we've had nothing, and it's just been climbing ever since at that 160. Now, it has got a lot left to be printed. It came out earlier on this year. Products are normally in their standard print cycles between 18 months 24 months, so there is going to be a lot of this product reprinted down the line. Absolutely. When is only a matter of time, and how big, we don't know. Those are the two things. We definitely know there's going to be a reprint, but we don't know whether or not, you know, how big it's going to be. And this product is getting really, really expensive. I mean, I didn't expect it to be 160. Now, there are some cards in this set which are absolutely incredible. As we know, it contains 5 Charizards. You know, you've got the Amazing Trainer Gallery. So we know how stacked this set is. You know, it's the second most expensive set in the Sword and Shield era. Evolving Skies is the biggest set right now. Brilliant Stars, will it reach the same heights as Evolving Skies? I mean, once it's out of print, absolutely. I think it will quite easily smash past $200. But like I said, it's still got over a year at least left of a print cycle. So it's actually got a decent amount of time left, guys. So I wouldn't be too scared, you know, about like no more reprints this coming. This is a set which will get more reprints. Will it be this year? Who knows? But more likely next year, absolutely. And will they be big? Probably. I think they're probably going to do one more real big wave of this, especially on booster boxes. There's no good reprinting ETBs. There's no good reprinting supplemental products like the packs in like other products. We want to see booster boxes. So hopefully we'll get our answers soon, but we'll have to wait and see. Now in the UK over here on eBay, things are actually starting to climb up and up as we go along, okay? Now, we've been seeing some sell, as you can see here, for £145. Plus £5 postage, so it's at 150 mark, and that is getting pricey. Okay, we had one that sold here for 127.50 with £3 postage, basically £130. Again, we're starting to see booster boxes climb up. Not too long ago, I remember I was picking them up maybe like 115, 120, but they are starting to climb. They are starting to climb. I've recently, I think the last booster box I picked up might have been about 120, I think, including postage, but that was about 2 months ago. So things are starting to climb. Now we got one here that sold for 130. This one here, probably 130. So probably around about 130 seems to be the average price of the booster boxes here in the UK. And again, another one here. This one's plus the postage, you're looking at 140 there. So yeah, in all honesty, I would say anywhere between 130, 140 there, 130 and 140 for a Brilliant Stars booster box. Now we haven't seen that in ever. I don't think this was ever really that expensive. It's crazy. That's very similar to Evolving Skies. Can we see it, you know, keep climbing? I think we will. I think over the next few months leading up to Christmas, if there is another wave, then I think here in the UK we could be looking at 150 a bot on average, and I think over in the US we're going to be looking at that 180. So I think we're going to be seeing some real crazy stuff. Okay, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 most expensive cards of the set, starting off with the Arcus Gold V-Star, comment number 5. Now, this card has been dropping in value. So even though booster boxes are going up, single cards are actually going down. So it was around that $39 mark 3 months ago, and it is reaching pretty much close to $30. Now, we've seen this with other sets. We've seen this with like stuff like Celebrations, where the sealed product is going up and the single cards are actually dropping. So that is quite interesting. If you want to get a master set, you might be better off picking up some of these cards whilst they're cheaper. Now, if reprints come, then these cards will drop even more. That's one thing to take into consideration. But if these cards are going down in value, that's usually a good time to pick up. I always say when there's a dip, go for it. and especially for some of these cards, because, you know, the points are great, but sometimes to get these top-end cards, they need to be really good. So I do feel like, you know, it's a good card to pick up right now for its price point. Next, we have the Charizard V Thriller. Again, a fantastic card, and its price has kind of been pretty steady. Hasn't really moved much, and it's been sitting at around $30 or so, like 30, 35, and you know, we see on TCG Player right now 33, and it's kind of been stuck around there. This card isn't really moving much. It's a Charizard. It's going to hold its value. We've seen it time and time again with a load of different sets with Charizards in it. They tend to hold their value very well. You know, people like to collect Charizards. It's very iconic. It keeps the set strong, and this full art is really great. I mean, it's a little bit easier to pull than some of the other cards, but apart from that, it's still a really nice card. Has great value. Would I pick it up right now for the price point? Yeah, you pick it up for $30. I think that's a pretty good deal. Gotta hold its value anyway. Might drop if there's a reprint, but it's a Charizard at the end of the day. Then we have the Arceus V alternate art. Now, this is a fantastic card. I pulled this myself. It is very nice, and it actually has been rebounding. This is the strong point. It was dropping for some time, and it's up for around that $44 right now, and it bounced back, guys. You know, it was around that 38, and you know, it's jumping back up. Alt arts, they're always tough to pull. They are the hardest to get in any set. And this is a nice card. You know, Arceus, very cool, very iconic, and it's a nice card. I have it. It's worth a decent amount. It's going up. It did drop ever since it's released, but it's been climbing back up, mainly because now, you know, it's going to be a bit tougher to get because products are getting more expensive. It's a harder card to pull because it's no art. Those things you've got to take into consideration with these cards of why they're starting to bounce back. Some of these more expensive cards dropped when there was a ton of product around. Now the still products getting more and more expensive. Then we have the Rainbow Charizard V-Star. This is a beautifully stunning card, but it has been dropping in value. I've actually seen this card go for cheap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say it now. It's been going for quite cheap. Now we've seen about $83 right now over on TCG Player. You know, reaching, you know, real highs of 110. It's been dropping pretty quick, to be honest. The other day I saw this sold, I'm not even joking, on Facebook for £60, including postage. Absolutely fantastic, and it was well centered, looked great condition. Someone got a real good deal there. So, you know, this card is selling quite cheap, you know, in comparison to other cards in this set, right? Compared to the LR. But this is a great Charizard. It is very nice. However, I would say, in all honesty, now is a great time to pick up because it is getting cheaper. Will it drop when more reprints come? Yeah, of course. But again, it's still a Charizard. It's the second hardest card and most expensive card again in the set. Go for it. You know, this is great. If you can find that deal like I did, you know, I missed out on it, unfortunately. But if you can find something like that, pick it up. Great one to go for. It is a fantastic card. Now, I will say the printing quality in Brilliant Stars is also very good. That's one thing to take into consideration. The printing quality is actually pretty strong. So if you get these graded, it's going to be a goodie. Then finally, we have the Alt Art Charizard. Now, this actually has been climbing quite a bit. We go back 6 months, we get a real good indicator of this card. It peaked at over $200, and I remember saying that this is going to be matching the Umbreon down the line. I mean, Umbreon is in another, you know, world of its own right now. But Charizard, it's, you know, like I said, it's a bit tougher to get. Brilliant Stars product, but it's a lot easier than Evolving Skies. It's a lot cheaper than Evolving Skies, and this is still quite a hard card to pull, don't get me wrong. And the price did plummet. It dropped to as low as 160, still quite high, obviously, for a Charizard or for any card, but it's now starting to see its rise back up to 188, on the way up to that $200 mark. Now, if there's no reprints by the end of the year, I could see this reaching $200. When there's a reprint coming, then I could see this dropping. We're starting to see this with some of the other sets like Astral Radiance with Machamp. We're going to be seeing this obviously with the Lost Origin, with the Aerodactyl and the Giratina being real big top-end cards. It's really interesting to see that modern cards are reaching these ridiculously high prices raw, not even graded. But that's what's really, really impressive with these sets. This is a fantastic card. Pulled it on a live stream. Absolutely amazing. I don't have one myself in my collection yet. Would love to have one, but I need to open up some more Brilliant Stars product and try and hunt for this Charizard myself. There you have it, guys. Those are the updates regarding Brilliant Stars in the market right now. $160 a box. Can it go any higher? If it doesn't get reprinted by Christmas, I could see this poster box reaching 180. Not quite 200, but I could see some, you know, some things like the Charizard reaching potentially that $200 mark. And then over here in the UK, maybe 150 a box by the end of the year. We're getting to that price point of where Evolving Skies started to climb. Now, the differences between Brilliant Stars and Evolving Skies is Evolving Skies is coming closer and closer to the end of its life cycle. It came out in August 2021, so it's been over a year now since Evolving Skies has been released, whereas Brilliant Stars came out at the beginning of this year, guys. It came out at the beginning of the year, I believe, like February, so it hasn't even been a year, and this still has at least a year left of its print cycle. So, you know, I would just hold out. You know, this will get reprinted in some way, whether it be a big wave reprint or multiple small ones. I think we're going to start seeing some Brilliant Stars more than likely in the new year. If we can get it before Christmas, then I would be super happy. Right now, would I pick up a booster box? If you can get it for under what the market price value is, so if you're over in the US and you can find booster boxes for under 150, then I probably would do so. If you're over here in the UK, if you can aim for close to that 120 mark, 130 an absolute push, it's still a reasonably good deal. I mean, the booster boxes upon release, I think they came out near enough that 120 mark anyway. So it's not too much of an ask for a set as great as Brilliant Stars. Anyway, guys, if you made it this far into the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content just like this one. And guys, let me know in the comments, are you looking at picking up some Brilliant Stars, or are you going to be looking at picking up a different set and focusing on something different? Let me know down in the comments, guys. Me personally, I am going to be looking at picking up some more Brilliant Stars. I would probably pick some up at 130 a box. That's my goal. Anyway, guys, that is it from me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, you guys are the legends, and I'll see you all in the next one.